boys and girls, let's go ahead and get started with our project for this week. You may have seen the example at the beginning of the video, so let's go ahead and now create our Panda Heart Art, as I'd like to call it, for this week. Make sure that you have everything that you need so you can work alongside with me. All right, you're gonna need a piece of paper, of course. You're going to need a pencil, like this one, or a mechanical pencil works fine too. And of course, if you need an eraser, so you can go ahead and change anything that you would like to change. The next thing I'm going to go ahead and let you know is that make sure you have an art supply on hand to go ahead and create your Panda Heart Art. Now, you're going to go ahead and you can use markers, you can use crayons, you can use colored pencils, or for a little challenge, you can go ahead and use watercolors or any other kind of paint that you may have at home. Okay, you don't need to use paint, but if you have it and you'd like to challenge yourself a little more, go ahead and use the paint to create your art. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with our pencil drawing. Now, I am gonna be showing you how to draw everything with a marker so that you can see it a whole lot better. Okay, but you want to make sure that you as the artist, because you all are amazing, you want to make sure that you are using a pencil first. And then you can go back in later with a marker if you'd like to trace your lines. All right, let's go ahead and create our Panda Heart Art. All right, to get started, you want to make sure you have your paper here in front of you on a nice flat surface. Make sure that there's nothing underneath, no little papers or little particles of eraser, so that way you can work and there's no bumpy lines. All right, so we're gonna make our panda. You want to use a pencil. I'm using a marker so you can see. Now, the very first thing we're gonna go ahead and do is create something that looks a little bit like, I'm gonna describe it as a boat or the letter U. All right, but watch how I draw it. So I'm gonna go ahead and begin. Awesome. All right, that's my first line. I'm gonna go ahead and close that off with a nice slightly curved line here at the top. All right, see that? Now we're gonna create two half circles. Let's think of it, we have a circle and we cut it in half. And now we're gonna put a half on each side for the ears. So let's go ahead and draw the ears. Half circles. Might look a little more ovalish, but ears can be more rounded. Okay, and now on the inside, we're gonna draw another set. This is for the inside of the panda's ears. Okay, next, we're gonna draw his eyes. Can you guess what his eyes, what shape they're gonna be? They're going to be hearts. So let's draw some nice hearts inside of his little head here. Okay, and then we're gonna make these lines, a curved line on each side, but watch what I'm gonna do next. Look what I've done. I've made some kind of moon shape to show that his eyes are closed and he's gonna be smiling because he is smiling. Okay, and I'll show you what we're gonna do next after this. You wanna make a nose, and it's gonna be square in shape or rectangular. I'm gonna fill it in. Okay, then I'm gonna make a nice smile. And a line for his mouth. All right, next is his body. So I'm gonna make his body. I'm gonna make a little curved line here, and another on this side, and one more curved line, and of course another on this side. And then I'm gonna make a nice little heart here on his little body. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with it next. All right. So we have our panda and he's ready to go. Now I'm going to show you how to color these parts next. You can color them in very carefully. Watch how I color it. Notice I'm skipping the part where it looks like his eye is closed because he's smiling. And I'm gonna do that on purpose because the panda has these little black patches on his eye, right? If I were to color that in black as well, you wouldn't see that his eyes are closed. In fact, it wouldn't look like he had any eyes. So we wanna make sure we leave that white, okay? The next part we're gonna go ahead and color in black is this part of his ear. Make sure that it's the outer part. You see where I'm coloring it in? And I'm gonna leave this part blank for right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and color this side too. His arms. The body of the panda is white, right? And his arms are gonna be black. I'm gonna color that in nice and neat. And I'm gonna do the same on the opposite side. All right. And we are done. All right, everyone. So now that I'm done, I'm gonna go ahead and add color here in my background. I'm gonna go ahead and also add color to the panda himself. And you're gonna see what I'm doing. So again, watch what I'm doing. Of course, I go through this part quickly. This part is called a time lapse. And what a time lapse is that it just condenses a large amount of what I'm doing and it shortens it into like 20 seconds or 30 seconds. So it's gonna look like I'm coloring really fast. So watch as I color, watch what I fill in, and of course, you can pay attention to what I do in the background. The background is up to you what you'd like to put. You can get as creative as you'd like because I know you all have wonderful ideas. So let's go ahead and get started. Boys and girls, this is my Panda Heart art all done, and this is what my panda looks like. Your panda may look a little different from mine, and that is okay because everyone's is going to be unique and beautiful. What I want to go ahead and let you know is that also just make sure that the main colors of the panda that you do keep the same, right? The color of the belly and the head and the ears and the arms, but the background, which is what I have here, you can see my background, right? How it looks. You may want to change yours up and make it your own, and that is okay. You can always add text, like a little message here on top, okay? Or you can change the pattern that's going on in the background, okay? And that is up to you because you're the artist, and I want you to be able to make that choice. All right, but of course, just remember what remains the same is the actual panda itself. Okay, if you want to add something to the panda like a bow, you can add that here, but the colors need to remain the same. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this week's project. Make sure that if you want to go ahead and draw alongside with us, that you come to our Zoom class on Wednesday at 11:15, and we'll be all finished and done by 12 o'clock. I hope you all again enjoy this project, and we'll see you next time. Bye.